I'm back with some more Bannerlord, and today I'm going to be taking a look at Gun and Powder. It's a new Musket mod that's recently popped up. I think it's basically an updated version of an older Musket mod, because when Bannerlord first came out, there were quite a few Musket mods that appeared, but I think most of them just either weren't being updated to newer versions and just kind of died out a bit. But I think this one is Musket Mod Reborn, but they've renamed it and released it for the latest version. It's called Gun and Powder. It is worth mentioning as well, it also changes, it also adds like pikemen into the game, so you're also required to get a pikemen mod to go with it. But let's jump in and give it a look. So if I take a look at the items here, we got cheats on so we can see every item in the game, and there's a lot of different types of guns in this game. And the one that stood out the most to me that was a bit bizarre, we got a Winchester. I mean, I think we'll need to take one of them. We have to take a Winchester rifle. But yeah, so here you got like different types of muskets. I'm assuming most of them, like the looks of them are slightly different. You see the color variations a bit different. Probably just to add a bit of variety, but essentially they are pretty much same stats. Like all the muskets have the same stats, they're just variations of the musket. And then you also have an ammo that goes with them then. So all muskets have a musket balls and so on, and then you got these. The Winchester I'm a bit surprised at. I didn't know this was in the game, but this might just be because I've got cheats on, this might be an item in the background and not an item you can actually buy. Let me take my shield off. Here it is. The model actually looks pretty decent. The one thing I really want to see in Bannerlord is some great mods. Like Warband had some great overhaul mods. I just want to see them replicated in Bannerlord, just with Bannerlord graphics. That's all I want. I don't even want new mods, man. I just want new, brand new, like newer textured mods, man. But we got our Winchester bullets. We got our Winchester. We'll have to give them a go at some point. So here we got the modified troop trees. So the mod, we're looking at Vlandian right now. And the mod, you can see it adds in a rifle line of Vlandia. And as you can see on the stats, all guns in this mod are treated as crossbows. I don't know, I haven't really seen Bannerlord modding much, so I don't know the extent of how hard it would be to add your own stat for firearms. But at the moment, they come under entirely as crossbows. I'm not too sure. So I did mention in the beginning, this mod uses adds pikemen and uses a pikemen mod for better bracing in battle, so it looks more realistic when they've all got their pikes ready. So I don't know if this troop has been added by the mod, or whether Vlandia has a pikeman already. It's been a little while since I've just played base Bannerlord. I've been playing a lot of like the Game of Thrones and stuff. So I'm not entirely sure if this is a new troop. We also have a Sturgeon pikeman. I'm imagine there's Sturgeon guns somewhere, but they're playing a bit of hide and seek here because the troop tree is too big. Maybe we can find them. Maybe the sharpshooter. Here we go. If I click. Okay, we can't seem to view the troop tree. Unless there's a way to zoom out. Not too sure. But Sturgeon does have guns. The Khazate, if that's how you say them, also have a rifleman. They also have a mounted gunner, which is pretty cool. Could be a pain to fight against, depending on how accurate they are. Last thing you want is a dude running around with a weapon that could potentially one-shot you on a horse. Oh, man. The Imperials also have some riflemen down here, but you've got to make them a crossbow first until you hit the rifle line. There's also a pikeman. Battalion pikeman, battalion mounted rifleman. We also have some veteran riflemans and another mounted rifleman. Is it the exact same troop, just two ways to get it? It seems to be the exact same troop. But as you can see, they all basically have this rifleman unit. They were also a change to looters. So as far as I remember from base game, I think this section here might be new, or at least this bit for here I believe is new. But yeah, so the looters also have some gunmen and stuff. Their stats. Their level is 9, but their proficiency is actually pretty good for a level 9 troop. Which is a bit interesting. So, I gave myself a load of sturgeon troops. They're all just sturgeon riflemen. You can see the rifles on their back because I've told them to hold fire. And now we wait for our opponent to approach. Wherever he may be. You test the accuracy of the rifle. Does the bullet just go forwards? Oh, is that a bug with the Winchester? We lost our crosshair. Oh, we just shot a horse. I lost my crosshair after the first bullet. I think the Winchester might be an experimental weapon because it was the only gun that allowed you to shoot more than once as well, so I think that might be experimental. Okay, we should be close enough. Lads, fire at will. Mow them down. I like the little particle effects off the guns. That's pretty cool with the smoke and flame. I guess they need to be spaced out a bit because only the front line is firing. The back line won't actually fire over their shoulders, which is very interesting. Oh, farm to you, mate. Bloody yeah. So yeah, so I think muskets, the front line will fire, but the back lines actually won't. So maybe a loose formation or something. But the muskets are kind of cool. You got the firing line, you got the nice little smoke effect. Smoke's a bit thick, but hey, it's looking good. It is looking good. You have this lone person here who won't run away, and I'm sorry, pal. Muskets pack quite a punch. There's his shield. Where's his body? Oh no, mate. Damn. His body's over here. He dropped his shield over here. Oof. Those muskets hit hard, man. So this time around, I'm swapping the Winchester for an actual musket this time, and let's see what the musket's like. So this time we've got pikemen, and those are some large pikes. Pretty big pikes. Okay, let's test out the musket this time. Will our crosshair disappear? Because we're expected to reload after our shot. So musket disappear. Okay, now the reload comes in. And then, yeah, okay, so there's a bug with the Winchester because it's a multi-ammo gun. Crosshair disappears, I'm guessing to assume a reload is coming. But what's interesting is, if I fire the musket, if I reload it, the animation is a crossbow animation, I believe. We don't actually have a firearm animation, but which might come in a later update. Can't rule it out yet. You just fire off another shot over here. Ooh. Sorry, pal. Some of them are holding out and bracing. So what's supposed to happen is the front line goes down on their knees like that, and holds the pike up. And then the second row then, I believe, is supposed to put it over their shoulders. So you can see one here, this guy here has got it upright, and this guy here has got it down. Oh, heal a sec. Maybe if I push the men forward a bit more. It's just to add to the brace effect it is, to make it look a bit better. Make it look like a proper spear wall. So the guy behind you has over the top, the guy in front has the bottom. So then it's, see, you can see they're partially doing it here. If I bring them a little further forwards. Okay, so there you go. Here we can see these guys have got their pikes down, pointing up, ready. And these guys have got it over their shoulders, ready. So that's just the pike bracing mod. It looks a bit cool. And then, yeah, so then they'll just fight to the death now, I suppose. Typical medieval stuff, eh? Just brawl it out, lads. I mean, just charge in, lads. Just cut them up. We're done here. We saw the pike. This guy's gotta go, though. Oh. Don't run into a wall of pikes, my friend. This reminds me of Total War. Whenever you just form a pike wall and the AI just sprints straight into it and you just watch them drop dead. And it's like, damn, man. Imagine just running into a pike wall. What's going through your head when you see a guy with like a 2 meter, 3 meter stick with a point aiming right at you? You're not going to run straight into it, so go straight through your chest. What's the end goal there? So this was just a quick look into Gun and Powder. It's a pretty good mod. I'm glad to see that a Musket mod has now come to the newer versions of Bannerlord. We got a more stable version. It adds a lot of musket troops in, which is pretty cool. You saw the muskets. They're pretty decent muskets. I like the smoke and the fire effect off the gun. Got the sound effects of the gun. As I mentioned, the reload animation needs to come in. And compared, like, with the pikes also added in, I suppose that's kind of cool with the pike bracing, and every troop has a proper pike unit. It'd be interesting to see the further development of this mod, see what they bring. The mod page, I'm pretty sure it does mention, like, cannons, field cannons, if I'm not mistaken. I think it said field cannons in the... I think the mod, it's just one person working on this, and I think they're just trying to add, I think soon should be flintlock pistols and stuff, and then as that's done, more and more will be developed onto it. But it's a pretty good mod. I recommend checking it out. You can have a good laugh with this mod. It's a nice addition to the base game. It doesn't change too much. It's not a big download. So yeah, give it a go if that's what you're interested in. As always, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe, and if there's any more mods you want me to look at, always leave a recommendation below and I'll get around to taking a look. But until next time, see ya!